acting so irrational. You flew me international now. And we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exits. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about. Right here, right now, I'm about to let the truth come out. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? You tell me now. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? Keep my feet on the ground. If I told you I was ready right this minute, I just wanna go and lay you down. I just feel like you need to. It's clear. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? Anything you want, tell everyone you can have anything you want. If you
Yep, I can see we have like eight viewers right now. Awesome. This is the first time ever, you know, for doing a live stream, so I'm just trying to set it up correctly. But it is fantastic that you have joined in, and I can see the chat now. Beautiful. Lightbridge. Yeah, the juniors. We can look at that one random box. 1 second here. Just have a lot of doodles from a previous video that I need to get rid of here. So yeah, basically, to my surprise, actually, we took out the highs here in a very big fashion right now today, up 7% for the juniors. So again, this only goes back to like early 2023, so not so much. The data is still somewhat low sample size, but still, it's very nice to see. And yeah, we've taken out this uptrend channel here. Beautiful. So where is this is the 30 weekly coming up, so again we're getting even more and more stretched, but you just sit tight in the boat and you basically buy the bigger pullbacks that will come along. I thought we would have one now or last week, but clearly not. That's good. Getting surprised on the positive side, that's fine. So Klaus Brunze, thank you for tuning in. You've been following me for a while, so thank you for that. Highly appreciate it. Lightbridge, you want to look at Lightbridge. Lightbridge, where are you, my good friend? I can't find it. It's gone. LTBR. LTBR. For some reason, it's gone. Lightbridge, yeah, it's a bit of a messy chart, to be honest. It doesn't have any clear path. I will say this though: if you were to drag down some sort of trend line from here to here, roughly in this vicinity, I think that's your golden one, which I'm talking about often. The golden one, golden trend line is the big one, and yeah, so we need to take that one out at some point in time, right here. Until then, it's kind of messy. Goes back a long time actually. Horizontal levels, we should add them in as well. We have one here. You can see. Oops. You can see here, pivot low here, then the highs up there. So that makes perfect sense. Same here again. A low here, and then you are at a high there. So these two makes good sense. And then also I will add in something in this region, roughly right here. You have that one with a bit of an overshoot still, and then you have that one there. So these are the levels to look for, I think, when and if we break that one here, this one here. So, but what confuses me is basically this stuff right here. I don't. Yeah, it's not typically something that you see. So it's a weird one. Yeah. Where are we now? At 4:13. I know Lightbridge is not a miner per se. If I remember correctly, they do some sort of technology. So, see here as well. There it is. That's the downtrend, basically. Here it is. That's my downtrend. How I would play it. How I would add that one in, and we need a break to the upside here. Hopefully, oops, at some point in time. So yeah. I hope that was enough, Klaus. Let me just read it here. Natgas stocks. It's too low, my volume. How do I turn that up? It should be on high settings. It should be on high settings. I will look into that later on. Excuse me if it's too low. Maybe I can turn up the volume manually here. Let me know if that helped. I don't know. I cannot pronounce your name, but Dolrutai, I think you know any pullbacks should be bought. We can go look at the. Let's look at the URNM. Again, from a technical perspective, starting to buy here is just suicide. It really is, and that's just chasing price. And as you can see here, when we go back to the previous leg or wave 1 run up, you will get opportunities to buy in, and we will get at some point in time we will get that famous first pullback. It will happen very soon. I'm still surprised that we have went this far. But yeah, a natural way where to be is the all-time high and this pivot high here. So pullbacks will come, consolidations will come, and you should buy into that when you have a bullish take on it. But buying here, you know, where is my RSI? It's very strange because trading view has been very messy with me for the past, just removing indicators and so on. So just gonna move it up there. I'm just gonna get rid of that one right there. Beautiful. As you can see here, from an RSI perspective, insanely overbought at the moment. But let me show you here. Back here, we were very oversold as well on the RSI, but we were oversold for a very long time after that. So we are fully bullish alignment, and I think we'll see the same here again, and you will get the pullbacks that you need to get in. And to time your entry, you just drop down 1 or 2 time frames. So if you look at the weekly, you drop down to the daily, then the 4 hourly, and then you will get some better resolution. Or yeah, and this move right here ends very soon, and you'll get that breakdown, and then whatever happens, we will see. But this one right here is not sustainable, and yeah, but still, it's a nice move. I love it. Music too loud, you say? Really? Again, I just found some non-copyright music, so just not something that I'd listen to normally. Can I? Okay. If it's too loud, let me know. I'm just trying to fine-tune this the streaming setup here. First time ever, so please bear with me. Christian Boundary Platinum, yeah, Platinum. Platinum, good old Platty. There it is, weekly. Let's look at it from a longer time perspective. This one right here is the very long golden trend line that we have. We align it here, roughly there, and you can see, zooming in, we are below the golden, and we have some internals here as well. Right here, I would actually add it up to like there, maybe makes more sense. But yeah, platinum will not do anything until we get above all this resistance right here. I think getting above the 1K right here, that's the first step. And yeah, but I think silver and gold will move within Q4 or Q1 next year, and platinum will follow. So look for a break above, I would say, a tad north of 1K, especially the neckline here at 1150. That's the big go. Until then, it's just a don't do anything at all. But I think, you know, this is a, no matter how you see it, you know, this is a bullish setup. I didn't think that we would go on for this long, this consolidation, but we have the inverted head and shoulder still in play. Obviously, we don't want to get below 800, but I don't see that one coming. Again, I could be very wrong, but still, I think we would have broken down earlier from the 800s if that were the case. So, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I do think let's go to the URA. I'll take the phone here. But yeah, URA. Let's zoom out, go through 1 monthly. So this is a very, very long term. Let's quickly clear all the good stuff here. So basically how I see URA. This only goes back, oh, it came back on, whatever. It only goes back to 2011, really. And so if it were to go back to the peaks in 2007, it would be way higher. But this is the data that we have. So this is the downtrend, basing, and uptrend. So if we look at the uptrend, wait, just 1 second here. Yes, if you look at the uptrend per se, I want to show you this move that we had right here. Go away. Right there. There is, you know, the bullish squeeze, and usually you see a pop to the upside. But we clearly didn't. Then came March 2020, blow off top to the downside. That's the end of the downtrend and the basing, and you snap straight back, and now you go into an uptrend. So this to me, leg one, or wave one, excuse me. We usually have 5 waves. Again, I'm not that good at elite waves, but I think I have a decent-ish amount of understanding on how it is. And yeah, basically, this is wave 1 here. Then we have wave 2, which is the consolidation or the pullback phase, which we have had here for like 1.5, what is it, 18 months or so. And now we're starting leg number 3, excuse me, wave number 3. And yeah, you're totally correct that we have 5 waves typically. And if we were to have the 5 wave, I'm just gonna, don't quote me on this, but leg 1, wave 1, 2, then 3 should be here, and then we have I think a gap fill at the Fukushima high. That's the move here. and then we will probably go into some bigger phase here before, but this is an area that could be in the making for the bullish side of this whole pattern right there. You can see here, if we do to overlay this one here, actually it's a tad higher up, but you know, between 80 and 90 maybe for the wave 3. Again, these are extreme moves and on a log scale, so but yeah. Who else do we have here? I can see you don't like the music. I'll just cut it off because I think it's too loud. I will fix it for later, so we just have some lower background music, so you can just hear my wonderful voice. I think okay. I haven't looked at the nat gas stocks. Is it Comstock Resources? I haven't had looked at it at one point in time. All right. What I'm first noticing is, if you go like this, is that this is the, let's go to the monthly chart. Yeah, again, what I'm noticing right off the bat is clearly, I would put it like that. Let me zoom in here. Maybe we can, there it is. Maybe a tad higher. Just fully aligned. There it is. All right. This is how I would see this stock, CRK. Again, more or less the first time I've ever looked at it. And yeah, that's your bottom or stage 1 breakout right here, going in for a retest here. And as long as we are above the $9 level and that long-term golden trend line right here, it's all good. And yeah, let's go to the weekly and see if we can have some other setups that are adding up. I can see here, for example, that we have a possible neckline right there with a maybe something in the making like that. Again, these are long-term, weekly, monthly time frames, and so they take very long time to play out. But still, as long as the $9 level holds, and especially that golden right here, then it's all fine. You can see the 30 weekly coming down here. We are below, so again, the trigger for an entry would be that 13.5, completing this possible inverted head and shoulders in the making. The good thing is that the height here was basically the retest, more or less, of that golden trend line. Right there it is. So yeah. Again, these are just my thoughts on top of my head, so you can take it as you may, but that's my take. And I do think nat gas, you know, we're going into the winter here in Denmark and Europe, so it should go up quite heavily, because I don't think we have solved anything regarding to the energies. So you can just see uranium right now. We haven't solved anything for the past ever since Fukushima. We have had a huge secondary supply from Japan and so on, and that era is over. Oh, there's some silver stocks here. Nice. Let me see here. Impact Silver. I've heard that one before. I think I have it on my. Is it no? What the Impact Silver Corporation? Let me see here. ISVLF. Let's see. This is the OTC one. Okay. First off, I'm just trying to find the big horizontal levels. Clearly, that's one right off the bat here, and then we have one right there. Okay, very nice. Also, I'm noticing a big gap here, right there. Exactly, I don't know why that gap has happened. It could be anything from, yeah, financing, whatever, good news. But just keep that in mind, that gap here. So if we at some point, if we at some point, where is my drawing pen? You can see here, we are at support at roughly 0.16. And I do think that should hold. Again, tough to say, but let's see here. You can see there. Yes, exactly. Beautiful. That's the big golden trend line that you are bullish when you're getting above that one. So if this bottom holds and you start to go into some breakouts here, then that's when it gets really interesting, this one here. And regarding to the gap here, if we don't hold the 0.16, give or take, then an extreme entry would be that 0.10. If it gets there, that's a big entry if you believe in this stock here. And again, you can sell it up here if you want to at around, yeah, close to 1. Makes sense, right? Even number 1. So you have a insanely good risk reward here. If you were to buy and have a stop below, you're risking 1 cent to go from 0.16 to 100. But yeah, again, I'm just spitballing here, so you can take it as you may, really. Oh, Forces Metals. Oh, that looks fantastic. That's a beautiful chart. Let's look at it here. We haven't even started yet for Forces Metals. You know, I cover this one on a weekly basis, and uh, there it is. I want to show you some history. Again, if you have followed me on YouTube, you probably know this. 2007 high, and then all the way down here, fake out here, and after the fake out, we went into a bullish flag, excuse me, a bull flag right there. And what I'm often looking for in a bull flag, ideally, we would have had a full touch here for a 3 low lows that aligns up with a trend line. But in this case, we just only went down to here, and this was also a horizontal level. So it only went down, which is also fine, of course, to that $0.32 level, and we have had a rocket ship ever since. But notice this, that we're coming into that long-term golden resistance going back almost 20 years, well, 16 years. And I do expect some pushback here. And that pullback that you get, maybe you go for full retest. I don't think so, to be honest. So maybe we only go halfway down from this distance, and you can find an entry there. Obviously, when and if we break, have a lot of weird stuff here on the chart. Just want to get rid of. When and if we break that one, that's go time. So let's find the go time. That's roughly at just a tad below 0.80. But again, this move here insanely strong, and nothing goes in a straight line, as you can see here. And I think we're coming into an area where we will start to go sideways. But again, I have been saying that for a long time for other uranium miners last week and the week before, and yeah, it keeps running, but it will not do that forever. So yeah, long term looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Bull flagging below that golden right there. So when we break at roughly 0.8, yep, we are going. The first target will always be the triangle high at, in this case, 1.3, and then you have other targets up here, other pivot highs, especially the 6.5. Maybe if we get there, would be beautiful, beautiful one. Mara, Bitcoin miner, yes, I can take a look at that one. Is it this one here? I can't remember. The digital holdings. Let me see here. Just want to be sure that, yeah, cryptocurrencies. All right, all right. So what's happening here? This is the weekly. I'm just trying to look at it here. We had a very good try here, right there, to go into a stage 2 breakout. But we are down here again. We are at a pretty critical level, to be honest. This low here shouldn't be taken out, really. It's a bit of a messy one here. Maybe we can find some sort of alignments. Just trying to see if it adds up. Maybe if we have a like this, yeah, makes a bit more sense, to be honest. Again, I think this one here at 8.5, excuse me, really needs to hold. So look for that one, really. Long term, I think it just tracks, not really, just going down and down and down. That's funny, it's going, okay. Bit of a messy one here, to be fair. Just gonna see that once landing. Yep, that's beautiful. And just checking out if we have some sort of, no, it's not perfect. We have the lower one, clearly. Do we get all the way down here? No, I don't think so. Again, if Bitcoin goes to 7K or so, maybe it does. You can also see here, just noting here, support and resistance, right? Beautiful, again. And ever since we touched, it's been a one-way street. So, yeah. Anything else? Quant Killer 007, thank you so much. Standard Uranium, let's look at standard. Good old standard uranium. 25 people, nice. Not too shabby. Where are you? Where are you? No, it's not here. No, can't be. It is there somewhere in the mix. I haven't looked at this one in ages, but damn. You can see here I had one trend line on. I should have had two, but anyways. I haven't been looking at this ever since the rally began, but clearly you can see the perfect tag more or less. Boom. Nice. Again, buying here, RSI weekly insanely overbought. Hell of a move. Just wait for your entry. You will get it. You will get it here. Also, you can see here the breakdown. This is November 2020 where it began to run up, and then we had the peak in URA and URNM mid or late 2021 and breakdown. And ever since we have been in a bearish state of mind. And yeah, the first pullback I think you'll get here. This is the first time we break that 30 weekly convincingly. You can see here it's just tagged, almost tagging here. So this is clearly a stage 2 breakout, or trying to, and then you buy the first pullback on a stage 2 breakout. Yeah. But it's a small one, right? It's only, yeah, 13 million. So please be careful. There's no liquidity, and they're very erratic. So, oh, very erratic. What else do we have? URNJ. We just covered that in the early part of the stream. Let's see here. Again, we took out the all-time high. Again, all-time high is not saying much because it only goes back to February of 2023. But yeah, again, I thought we would have more of a pushback. We can go to the daily. You can see we did kiss the all-time high here, and then we snapped up. So maybe we see that retest of the all-time high from the top side. Again, if you're long, you just sit tight, and you can maybe add on every major dip that we will get. What worries me is actually now that I look at it, well, I wouldn't say worry. You see here, major move up here, and huge volume coming in at the end. Just a bit. Yeah, maybe it's the contrarian side of me. I'm very bullish long-term uranium, very bullish. You know that, but I'm trying to prepare myself for the bigger pullback that will come along the way. If we go to Denison, for example, I can see Denison is getting mentioned in the stream. Going back to the monthly, we need to go to DML because it has more history. Yeah, let's remove all that. Okay, that was an insanely bad example. Really, look at this one here. Jesus Christ! But as you can see, we do have big pullbacks on the way up here, 50%, right? So they will come, the pullbacks, but they will be sharp, probably based on history. I can see Denison here. Too late to get into Denison? No, I wouldn't say so, because as you can see here, the way I see things, at least, we have only just now broken that long-term trend line. So yeah, just 1 second here. I'm back again here. Just my wife came in. But yeah, you can clearly see on a monthly basis we are breaking out. Uh, so yeah, long term looks fantastic. Again, wave one here. Wave two consolidation bull flag, and we should go higher. We should go higher. So if you have the monthly breakout here, you go to the daily and you wait for a buy. You can clearly see here as well the breakout, the retest of that 15-year long channel, and we're going higher. So pullbacks should be bought on the way up, in my view. PBR, I've heard that one before. That's oil and gas, right? Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yes, insanely bullish looking chart. Insanely bullish. If I were to remove the white ones here, because that's maybe it's only noise for you guys. But anyways, look at this one here. This is the Brazilian, a big Brazilian oil and gas. This is state-owned. I have no idea, but anyways, it's a big company. And look at this one here. Beautiful, beautiful. That's the only trend line that I have here, basically. Keeping it very simple. And a break of that one here, you are in for a hell of a move, really. And we haven't quite cleared it yet. You can see here, we tagged it, going to the daily. We tagged it and we're pulling back. And this might be the final pullback that we get before we break. So look for that 15.7. $15.7. Maybe you go a tad higher and call it 16, 16 and a half. Yeah, but that's a very bullish looking chart overall. BSK, Blue Sky. Yep. Just gonna remove all this. This I sent to Triangle Investor in his newsletter. Weekly looking chart here. This is let's get some history. Again, let's get some history. There it is. Look at this well-defined formation right there. Beautiful. And we have now had a third touch. And if we focus on that blue falling wedge channel, call it as you may, right here, and then we have the double here, right? So to me, we are early trying to break out here. And again, the level that I'm looking at is that high here at roughly 0.1. And then this one should skyrocket as well. Not in a straight line, but you know, should do insanely well all the way up to here. And then we see if 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time will be the charm. Currencies. The Euro G, is that a currency you can find here? I don't know. Ah, it is. Let's see. Okay. It's just one big cluster, really. Uh, if I were to add in the horizontals, we can do that. Right. Oops, too high. Right there, I would say. And then we have the lower from here, like this. So basically, we're just ping-ponging between these two, as you can see. And what happened now? We had some sort of breakdown from here, and now we're trying to maybe a W here, maybe if we can get above that one, that middle high there at 0.87, then maybe we're in for the euro outperforming the British pound. But again, it's just one big range play here, basically. The 30 weekly is still coming down, so there's still some bearish pressure on the euro compared to the GPY. Again, this is not my strongest take, you know, my strongest view. Oh, look at this one here, Jesus Christ. That was a massive clean cut here back in 2007 in favor of the euro. Holy shit. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, Seraph nuts. being able to say that more on that one. Where did my chat go? There it is. Oh, gold to silver ratio to 100, 100. Okay, I can do the gold to silver ratio here. The question is that what do you think about technical opinion that gold to silver ratio will go to 100 and 150? Let's start with the first one. 100? Yes, that could happen. Um, I'm not in the camp of 150 because I think for a very long time now you will not go above the 126. I don't think we'll get even close to 100. This is the blow off top in that ratio right here, the hockey stick, the March 2020 madness. So I don't think that we will ever get even close to these highs here. Um, but I will say this though, look at this trend line right here, all the way down. That's very important not to break. If we go above here, then I will start to get worried. But anyways, you know that will have huge impact on any market, the big indices, gold and silver, and so on. Because if that happens, you have I wouldn't say liquidity crunch, but you know, some sort of event will come. Uh, Silj, I hate looking at Silj. It's so weird. But let's have a look. See, Silj clearly, from my perspective, we need to take out this double golden rail right there before we can say, all right, now we're bullish. And yeah, it's way more bearish now than bullish. We have taken out the lower golden trend line here, breakdown retest, and now we're in this blue wedge here. Hopefully it resolves to the upside and we can finally get above. But still, for now, below the moving averages, and yeah, the only good thing is we have this blue bullish falling wedge right there. So yeah. Oh, lower. We'll take a lower a little bit later. RSG. I don't know what that is, to be honest. You have to be more specific if because there are many tickers with the same name. So please give me the name and I can look. Natgas, good old Natty, Natty Gassy. Where are you? You're here. Yep, right here. To be honest, I don't know how valid this channel is, but I have had it in for so long that I don't dare to remove it. But still, uh, yeah, I do think that we are working on a bottom here. It will take some time, and when we get above that blue horizontal at 3 and ultimately break this one here, I think that will happen into the winter. Then we are in for a lot more upside. But for now, it can go either way. You can still see we are in a bearish channel right here. So let's see. But that's my bias on that cast. It will go higher. Stick flex to come. I don't know what that is, but anyway. So do you see how? No, I haven't been, checking the crypto Johns. I haven't been checking BSK and FCY. But yeah, if you have the same pattern, usually you see the same result. So yeah, okay, I can see what you mean. Forces metals, the same bottom is the same as BSK now. Yeah, nice. Eloro, yeah, that one surprised me. It really did. You can see here, I was hugely bullish in this long term, but again, I think time went against this formation. Really, you have a huge pole here, and for some reason the flag just kept dragging out. And the more you drag it out, the higher chance you get for a breakdown, because usually you have a pole, and then you have a short flag. Uh, and yeah, it just broke down here. But again, a buying opportunity is clearly coming at 120, 125. That one here across. So if it gets there, that's a nice low risk, high reward entry. Veil, I've heard that one before. iron ore, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. This is some very old stuff here. I haven't looked at this one in ages. But yeah, I think the bias is up in this one here. You have that one very beautifully aligned here. There it is for you guys. 2020, yeah, March 2020, okay. Boom, yeah. So the breakout happened here, late 2020, and ever since you have just been coiling up here. So a break either way, you can go short or long, in my view. Again, always do your own due diligence, but this looks like a bullish consolidation before we go higher. We have broken. Does this make sense? We have that one right there. Okay, let's add it in as a red one. That's not ideal, of course, to take out that trend line connecting here, 16 March 2020, and then getting down here. So that's not ideal. So if you start to break down from the lower side of the wedge here, then we could be in for a move to that long-term bad boy coming down there at around 8.5. But let's see. A lot of smaller miners coming in. Okay, let's see. Again, some of them is the first time that I look at it, so I just need to. This must be a very small one, right? Yeah, 30 million. Okay. As you can see, these small miners are very. It's not that perfect from a technical point of view because it doesn't take much to move the price. But what it could seems like is, from here, the peak 2020. This is downtrend. Maybe we're working on a bottom here again. It's not textbook by any means. And you had some sort of false start or breakout here. But yeah, we need the lows to hold here at roughly 1.10, 0.10, excuse me. These lows right here, 0.10 needs to hold big time. But yeah, messy chart, I would say. And yeah, maybe I just want to see if we have something going back here. Okay, maybe we do. Maybe the long-term golden is here. Yeah, I would say so. And then we have the horizontal for the triangle high there. This is a triangle high. And yeah, maybe you turn bullish upon breaking this one here, but it might be somewhere out in the future. We also have this resistance at 0.17. Yeah, it's a bit of it's quite messy. You also have, the expanding to the downside. So I think at some point when gold and silver will start to move, you can see here, when gold and silver will start to move, this one will of course follow. But until then, I think the juniors and the very small caps, they are in for I wouldn't say pain because they have been in pain for a very long time, but I will not see any bigger moves until then. RSG, Resolute Mining, okay. On the ASX, all right. Weekly, holy shit, that's a very long, a lot of history on this one here. 2.24, okay. I see, okay. Just to get a bit of a history on it here. Of course, it's always easy to look at it in the rear mirror. But the breakout here was roughly here. There it were. And then the retest of the 30 weekly and the golden. And that was a big move there. And right now it looks like some sort of bullish price action, which will take some time to resolve to the upside. Can we see if there are any clear signs? I would put it there. The shorter term So that's maybe how you want to play it. Maybe you want to wait before getting above that low there. As you can see, we have the resistance, support and resistance. So a breakout here and getting above 0.375 will be a good start, a good take on this stock. Until then, it's trying to bottom out, it seems. Trying to. What else? What else? ODV, gold miner. Okay, let's see. Development ODV gold miners. Maybe it is this one here. I don't know. Is it gold per se? Acquisition. I don't know if this is the one that you're looking for, but that's a very weak looking chart long term. No doubt about it. No, it's just one big downtrend. There's nothing much to look at right now. Maybe this is a blow off top to the downside. I don't know, but this just I cannot chart this one if that is the one you're looking for. I can't do that. I don't think. No. A tin miner MLX. What is that? Metals X. Okay. Okay. Clearly, these are the highs that then we had some sort of a yeah, you can see the alignment here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. So what are we looking at right here? I would say I don't like this. Oh, excuse me. I don't like this move here. It doesn't look complete. But maybe, something like that. I don't know. It doesn't look complete to me. But still, it is trying to do something. But yeah, this is tricky. I will say this is very tricky to have. Yeah, I think if you want to play it, this is the level to look for. Let me just make it a bit smaller so you can see it. Going across here, in my view, you can see all the resistance right there at 0.34. So getting above that one here and stay there for like a week, or two maybe, that's a good start to this chart, but it's a bit tricky. 1 second. 24 viewing, nice. I think I will have a few more to look at and then I will go offline. Again, if you like these kind of things, let me know. I will happily do them on a frequently basis, just taking questions and improving my presentation and so on and technical. So what else do we have? Go away. BTE, what's that? Baytex Energy. I haven't heard about that one. So let's see here. Baytex Energy Corp in Toronto. Goes a long way back. Oh, that's a nasty. Look at it here just previously. That breakdown there. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Right. You can clearly see how important it were. 2008 high, 10, and then just like utterly destruction afterwards. Bearish. Okay, let's see at the present time where we are. Right off the bat, I am noticing this one here. You can maybe move it down. You can clearly right there. So in between 9.2 and 10. That's a big resistance to be coming into. And yeah, again, I think if we do something like this coming across, we have the lows there, adds up, yes, beautifully. Okay, to me this looks like bullish consolidation before we go higher. Um, I think we only have had two impulse lower low, so maybe we go for a third. And we are coming into some, if we get a third around here. Again, I'm not saying that we are, but yeah, then that could be an entry at around 3 if we get there, obviously. Okay, last one here. I have someone waiting for me. Elevate Uranium is going to have a pullback. Yes, I do. Pullbacks always come, trust me. When you start to think that they will not come, they will be there within a very short period of time. So let's look at Elevate quickly here. Good old Elevate EL8. Oh, it's not that extended actually. So we had the breakout here, right there. We have been following this here for a long time, and we saw the breakout, and it has been a one-way street ever since. We took out this zone here. You can see there was a lot of interactions going on in this zone, you know, from a supportive and resistance side. And we're going up here now, in my view. Again, do your own due diligence, but we're going to roughly 0.8 in my view. Alrighty. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I will definitely do this again. Then I have something to talk to during the evening when I'm just sitting here by myself. So that's very nice to see. And I also see, you know, new charts or different tickers that I haven't been looking at for a long time. So yeah. Alrighty. As always, if you like what you see and so on, subscribe and all that good stuff. I hope you do. Um, but yeah, let's just quickly have a look at uranium today. 7% for UR&J, 6% for URNM, and 4.5% for URA. Do I think that this move is soon to be over? Yes, I do. Yes, I do very much actually. Um, this you know, this one stuff right here cannot go on forever. But the momentum, yeah, it's probably more visual on the URNM. Oh, look at this one, getting very extended. We are blowing off here on this move against long term. We are going way higher, way higher in my view. But we're getting into the top of the triangle and the top of that high here. So I think the pullback, I thought it would happen earlier, by the way, just to let you know. But between 47 and 50, 50, I think that is when we're going to pull back or at least consolidate for a decent amount of weeks. Also look at it here, the breakout here. This is URNM, the breakout here. One-way street from like 33 to roughly 50. That's insane. That's 60% or so, right? So if I do the math quickly here. So yeah, Adrian, I do look at crypto. I did trade. My best trade is actually, well, not my best trade, but one of the better trades that I had were in Bitcoin 2020. Bought it at just a tad below 10K and rode it to 55. So yeah, I have some guys waiting for me to have something to chill to. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, and I will do it again. So hopefully you will join again. I can definitely see some of your names from Twitter that have the same name, Klaus Punz. So I've seen you for a long time, so thank you for that. Also a Dane in here, Helle Clark Nielsen, nice, good old Danes, I like it. Okay, I will leave you here, guys, for now, and yeah, have a great evening, and nice to doing this live stream with you guys. Hopefully you will be on the next one. Cheers, guys. Cheers.